Good day to all. Today we are going to see about that electric drives. What is that electric drives? The system employed for a motion control are called as drives. Simply says for drive means drive is nothing but a motion of control. Some motion like a rotating motion or it will movable motion or whatever it may be. The system is employed for motion control is called drives. It's control the motion and it may employ any prime movers such as diesel, which is it is the use of that how it will control that motion control with the help of such as diesel or petrol engines, gas or steam turbines or steam engines or hydraulic motors and electric motors for supplying a mechanical energy motion control. The drives employing electrical motors are called electric drives. Say, as I said before, the motion control, which means that drives, if that will happen with that electric motors are called electrical drives. This is the meaning of that electrical drives. The drivers which employing the electric motors are called electric drives. This is the parts of that electric drives. See, source is there and this source will have a power modulator, then it will connected to the motor, then it will connected to the load. In between this motor and load will have a feedback for sensing unit, which sensing unit will connected with the control unit, then will go for power modulator. Will get from the source, then it will give a power modulator, then it will go for motor. Here it is the sensing will takes place. How much control we have to give that particular motor or load, here the sensing will takes place. After that sensing, it will go for controlling unit. Here we will give that control. Here we will take the input, how much sensing we have to give. Here we will give that input command over here. We will give some that particular control we have to be taken over here. That likewise we will give the input command to this control unit. Then again it will go for power modulator. Then it will go for that motor and that load. This is the simple black diagram of parts of that electric drives. These are all the parts included in that electric drives. Then what is that power modulator? This power modulator nothing but regulates the output power of the source. We'll get the input power over here. See, the source will come here. This power modulator which increase that source, increase that output power. It controls the power from the source to the motor in such a manner that the motor transmits the speed or characteristics required by the load. It controls power from the source to the motor in such manner it transmits the speed or characteristics to the required by the load. It's the power modulator. During the transient operation like starting or braking or speed reversing, the excess current ran from the source. This excessive current drawn from the source may overload it or may causes the voltage drop. Hence, the power modulator restricts the source and motor to that particular current, to the requirement of that particular motor. The power modulator converts the energy accordingly. For example, if the source is a DC and the induction motor is used, then the power modulator convert the AC to DC. It will act as a converter because the source is a DC. We won't run this DC with that induction motor because induction motor need a AC power. So it will convert this induction motor converts the power modulate converts the DC to AC, and it is also select the mode of operation of the motor, which is motoring or braking. Then the control unit. What happened in that particular control unit? Control unit controls the power modulator, which operates a small voltage and the power levels. The control unit also operates the power modulator as desired. It is also generates the commands for the production of the power modulator, and input command signal which adjusts the operating point of the drive from an input to the control unit. So this control unit will have that input command. The input command, according to this input command, will have a signal adjustments over on here. After this signal adjustment, it will go for the controlling. This control unit will go for that particular power modulator. Then the sensing unit. In this sensing unit, it sends the certain drive parameter like motor current and speed. It will use to sense the motor current and speed. It is mainly required to either for production or for close the loop of operation. The main purpose of this sensing unit is to production of that particular load or motor, or else used to close that loop operation. These are all the main thing will happen in that sensing unit. The advantages of this electrical drive is, first one, the electrical drives are available in a wide range of torque, speed and power. It need a wide range of torque, speed and power. They are adaptable to almost any operating condition, such as explosive, radioactive environment, submerged in liquids, vertical mounting and so on. This is the main advantage. See, these are adaptable for operating condition. It may be some dangerous places, it may be have some explosives on here, then the radioactive environment also there. This will work over there also. And if it is submerged to the liquids, if it is in the inside the liquid, this load or motor inside in the liquid also, it will operate. Then it is a vertical mountain also, it will work like this. Then the electrical drive does not pull out that environment. This is also one of the main advantage. The electrical drive does not pull the environment. It won't get affected by that environment. This is the advantages, and also it can be operate in all four quadrants of the speed torque plane. There are four quadrant already we know that. In that four quadrant, forward motoring, forward reversing and forward braking and reverse braking, like that we will have that four quadrant. Those four quadrant also it will work. Then they can be started instantly and can immediately be fully loaded. This type of the motor can start instantly and is immediately full loaded. It will maybe full loaded, which is that is there is a no need for refuel or warm up the motor. Then they have a flexible control characteristics and can be employed to automatically controlling the device. These are all the advantages of this electrical drives. Then they have a flexible control characteristics and can be employed to the automatic control device. Because of the following advantages, the mechanical energy already available from a non-electrical prime mover is sometimes first is converted into electrical energy by generator and back to mechanical energy of an electrical motor. This electrical links thus provides between the non-electrical prime mover and that load impact to the driver flexible control characteristics. Then the disadvantages of this electrical motor drive are the power failure completely disable the whole system. So the power generator should be there in that electrical drives. If it is any failure, the whole system disabled. It might be collapse. That is the main disadvantage of this electrical drive. Then the application of the drive is limited because it cannot use in the place where the power supply is not available, as I said before, and it can cause a noise pollution. The noise pollution also there. Then in the initial cost of the system is very high. These are all the disadvantages of electrical drive. Thank you.